What's cracking, Jack? It's Monday, January 5th, and you're in the jungle. 8 games on tap in the association. I've got them all for you, right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to The Hustle. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 8 games in the NBA on Monday's slate and give you the best side or total and a player prop for each one of those games. Now, I don't bet every single game. If you want to bet just what I'm betting, there are 2 ways to do that. The first way is to purchase my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further commitment, you get my best NBA bet of the day along with a write-up text to your phone. Yesterday's bet was Anthony Black of the Magic, over 23.5 points and assists. Congratulations to all who cashed. The second way is to become a Jungle member. And as a member, for as little as 62 cents a day, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning, all sports, all access. You also get entry to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like my opinion on any other bet that you are considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by mybookie.ag. Guys, you should have as many sports books that are legal within your state. If not, if you're not price shopping, you're just leaving money on the table. Mybookie.ag is legal in all 50 states, and they have an offer for Jungle viewers. Open up a new account today at mybookie.ag using promo code SILVERBACK. And if your first bet doesn't hit, it's refunded up to $500. So we were spread across 2 sports yesterday in the jungle. Went 2-0 in the NFL. We had the Rams minus 9.5. We had Tyler Shugg over 228 passing yards. We were 3-2 overall. We were 1-2 in the NBA. We hit Anthony Black over points and assists. We missed the Nuggets minus 2.5, and we missed Zion 25 plus points. Today's journey begins with a great battle in the East. The number 2 in the East Knicks traveling to Detroit, taking on the number 1 Detroit Pistons over under 234.5. New York has lost 3 straight games, and they're just 7-8 straight up on the road this year. Now, when they're lined at minus 3.5 points or better as a favorite, the Knicks are just 2-8 their last 10 against the spread. Detroit is 12-3 at home. When lined as a 3.5 point underdog, the Pistons cover 86% of times this season. Now, Detroit's down Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris, but they have been. They were yesterday on the road in Cleveland as a 3.5 point underdog, and they won straight up. I'll take the best team in the East with the points at home, and I like Cade Cunningham over 28.5 points without Jalen Duren in the lineup. Cunningham's assists and potential assists go down. His points and usage go up. Chicago plus 11.5 at Boston, taking on the Celtics over under 235.5. Chicago gives up 121.8 points per game, which is the second most in the Eastern Conference. When playing bottom 10 scoring defenses, of which the Bulls are a card-carrying member, the Celtics are 18-2 straight up in their last 20 and 11-4 against the spread their last 15. I would lay the big number with Boston at home, and I would consider Derek White over 18.5 points. He's over this number 6 consecutive home games with a median of 22 per game. Atlanta plus 3.5 at Toronto. The over-under, 234.5. Trae Young out again for the Hawks. Atlanta struggles with good defenses. The Raptors allow just 112.6 points per game, which is second best in the Eastern Conference. And the Hawks are 0-8 their last 8 games straight up against top 10 scoring defenses. They just played 2 nights ago in Toronto, and the Raptors won by 17. I think Toronto should cover this number again, and I like Nickeil Alexander-Walker of the Hawks to go over his point total of 20.5. With Trae Young out of the lineup, he's playing 34 minutes a game, shooting 18 times, including 10 three-pointers, and has a median of 23 points a game, including 31 2 nights ago in Toronto. Charlotte plus 15.5, bless their heart, at Oklahoma City. The over-under is 234.5. Con Knippel, it's funny every time, questionable for the Hornets. OKC 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 home games, coming off a loss last night in Phoenix. I would not want to stand in front of them. I would lay the big number with the Thunder, and I would consider SGA over 30.5 points. His points have been down a little bit, but his shot total has not. He's still shooting about 20 times a game, and he's been over this line of 30.5 points in 61% of home games this season. Phoenix plus 8.5 at Houston. Over under 222.5. This is a flat spot. It's a big letdown spot for the Suns. Now, we were on Phoenix yesterday in the video. Remember that. Now we're fading them. Lay the 8.5 with the Rockets and consider Amen Thompson over 25.5 points plus rebounds. He's over this line in 8 of his last 10 games with a median of 28 points plus rebounds per. And in 2 games against the Suns this season, he's had 70 combined points plus rebounds, 35 exactly in each. But let's go back to why I like the Rockets, and it's a flat spot for the Suns. Last night, they just had a big emotional comeback win at home against the league's best team. Now they go on the road and take on another one of the league's best teams, who's the most physical team. I like the minus 8.5 with the Rockets, and I like Amen over his points and rebounds. Denver plus 11.5 at Philadelphia. The over-under is 230.5. I would play the over. 80% of the Nuggets' last 20 games have gone over this total, including a total of 242 yesterday against the Nets, and 55% of the Sixers' last 20 games have gone over this total. And we're looking at Tyrese Maxey, also a Philly, over 27.5 points. He's over this line in 7 of his last 9 games, and he's scored at least 34 in 3 straight games. He also has a median of 35 points a game in his last 5 home games. And you may think that Maxey scores less with Embiid in the lineup, but he actually scores more. With Embiid, Maxey's over this line in 11 of 14 games this season with a median of 34 points a game. Utah plus 6.5 at Portland. Plus 6.5 at Portland. The over-under 243.5. Take the over with these two civs, man. The Jazz gives up the most points in the NBA, just under 127 per game. Portland gives up just under 120, and both these teams can score. Play the over 243.5 and consider Keontae George over 24.5 points. And the last game on Monday's slate is Golden State at the Clippers. It's a pick'em on the money line, over under 225.5. This is a good opportunity to buy the Clippers low. They were on fire and won 6 straight games before getting pounded by the Celtics in their last game 2 nights ago. Before that game, no team had come within 12 points of them in their 6-game winning streak. Now, this is their 5th consecutive home game, and that's a good thing for veteran teams. They haven't traveled since December 26th. The Warriors just 1-7 straight up in their last 8 games against top 10 defenses, of which the Clippers are a card-carrying member. And Golden State just 8-12 on the road this season. Take the Clippers on the money line and look at Kawhi Leonard over 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. Let me know your favorite play in the comments section. I'll read and reply. And I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.